Hello everyone! Yeah, I know the music's a little bit off. I just having trouble finding... I should find more chill music if this is like a design stream. We're not actually really playing a game, even though I did put it down on that, but we'll see. Welcome Thunder, welcome Clanker, welcome Angelica, welcome. No, it's been a while since I streamed. I just got off of a big shift at work today. Got another one tomorrow. I think I'm at work till like 11 tomorrow or something. I don't know. It's gonna... Oh well, whatever. But, just looking at chat. Your new uploads are epic. Oh yeah, I should... It's been a while since I checked out your channel. I should look at that. I've just been getting way too many comments on that one JoJo Reese's Puffs video. That one's blowing up for some reason. I mean, again, I'm not complaining, but... Anyway. So let's get the stream started. I'm gonna crack open a cold one. There we go. Now, what we have here is a few things. First off, as I mentioned in last stream, I was making skins for NASCAR. And they were based on a particular gimmick. So, as some of you can tell, especially based off of the music in the background, and tell me if the music's too loud. I can turn it down if you want. Here, let me turn it down a bit more. That's not down. Alright, that should be good for now. So, if you can't tell from the music in the back, we're going... I have been very interested in the Toho franchise. That's a recent thing. So I thought, why not combine two things that wouldn't go together well at all? And I just make cars based off of characters from that franchise. So I have quite a few, and we're going to be designing a few more tonight. This is the base. This is the very base. Also, ignore the activate windows in there. You didn't see that. But, so this is not a Chevy. This was originally a Chevy car, but I've made a template of my own. So this is a type of car that would fit into that franchise, made by the Moria Shrine and their sort of automotive division. That's their logo right there. And as you can see, I've also changed some of the sponsors, or like the basic sponsors, but each car has a different sponsor. Each car has a driver, a team, a primary sponsor, and a few others. So, of course, yeah, and I made all these decals. I made all of them painstakingly. So, if we look, I'm going to show you some of the complete cars that I have at first, and then we're going to make another one. So, here's the first one I ever made. This is the one for Cherno. Some of you have probably seen this person before, because this funny ice fairy lady is all around the internet since, like, the beginning of time. If any of y'all saw that Chirumiru video, that's basically what this is referencing. So basically, her number for her car is 9 because, you know, she's an idiot and people, you know, the 9 meme. And it's in a circle, so technically her number is 09 for her car, but yeah. I made various logos, like each racer has a team. This is the Lake Ferry crew, that's her team's sort of logo. I made this one painstakingly. I grabbed a PNG in the background. I made the ice crystals myself. Of course, it's pixelized to all hell because this is GIMP. I'm using a GIMP for my editing. And I made all the text in Adobe Premiere, which is not efficient, but oh well. And of course, you can see sponsors and stuff. So I have, like, the sponsor of this car is Chirumiru, which is like a milk powder, a fictional milk powder. I want to move that one over here. Can I not move the... I'm still kind of figuring out GIMP. Anyway. The second car I made was this one. This one is the Flandre Scarlet car. Basically, the main gimmick with this person's sponsor is that since the first half of her name is flan, literally the sponsor is like a flan dessert or whatever, and it's red because she's a vampire, I think. So yeah, that's basically that design. And so I've just made designs for various other characters. The numbers for each one actually have meanings, but you all don't give a crap about those, so I won't say unless someone specifically asks for the name of one. But I had to design specific logos for all these different teams and stuff. Let's see, I got one for Marisa Kirasame, right here. She's a wizard. Not a wizard, she's a magician. She's a magician, that's what she was. That's hers. We got one for Raizen Undongin Inaba, which is basically a rabbit. If y'all watch one of the TF2 videos, I made a reference to her in one of them. She's basically a rabbit from the moon who can make people go insane by looking into her eyes or something. Something like that. And of course, her sponsor is also based on another character. Again, none of you actually know this franchise, so it won't make any sense to you. You learned how to butterfly knife. Oh, that's cool, Clanker. I've seen people mess around with that, but they always cut themselves. The Among Us car. Oh god, I'm not making an Among Us car. This one is Rinasuke Morochika. I think he's like the only male character in this entire franchise for some reason. Or at least the only one with a face. So he just runs an antique shop. He's like that one weird uncle that you visit on a family trip and he tries to sell you stuff. That's basically what he is. Let me zoom out on some of these. This one is probably one of my favorites so far. This is Utsuho Ryuji. She's basically a bird. Okay. She's a raven from hell that ate a sun god. And because she ate... another god force-fed her the sun god. So she ate the sun god. Now the sun god lives inside of her and basically turned her into a walking nuclear fusion reactor. She can generate almost infinite energy because she can literally harness nuclear, not fission, nuclear fusion through like an arm cannon she has on her arm. And yeah, so basically that's the sponsor because all these cars canonically are actually electric cars that run off of the fusion energy that she generates, so I had to incorporate that into it. But yeah, that's probably my favorite design for a car. I don't know. Then we have the last one, which is Clown Piece, basically just America's Clown, the car, or something. I don't know, a clown car, oh my god. Yes, this is the clown car. And I use the TF2 font for this, just because TF2 in this franchise is such a weird history. So I basically, again, I designed all the logos. This is Clown Piece herself, just Dumb America Fairy. Another sponsor that's based off of another character. These took me way too much time. And most of them were made in MS Paint, so... Yeah, I actually had to physically... like take pictures of the flags and cut them out and use lasso tools and all this stuff to get the stripes to line up. So this is just the America car. This one probably took some of the most effort. And then finally, that brings us to the one we'll be working on tonight, or at least the first one. I've already started on it, but this is Yomo Kampaku. She is a swordsman that's also like half ghost. It's weird. It's like Danny Phantom kind of stuff. So the white thing there, that's the Phantom half of her. So we're going to be copying that part for various for the sides of the car. And the good thing is I can use these guides here if I want to precisely lay or mirror down something, which is very nice. Like, for example, if I wanted to make sure I had the right... so we're going to copy this to the other side of the car. So I'll drag a guide out here, copy this layer, paste it directly on top of itself. It'll be a floating layer, What we have to do then is go into the Layer tab, Transform, flip vertically, so now it's upside down. Then what we'll do is push it all the way over to the other side of the car. Now it lines up with the same length, but not the height. So to line it up with the height, we gotta drag this further. And as long as we maintain the height it's at now, all we have to do is line up to where this part of it hits the top of the window. Around here. Does that look good? Like, let's see, if we're mirroring it, does it look to be acceptable? So we can compare specifically. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I just compare this part with this part, and then we have to decide whether we want to keep it on the same layer or make it its own layer. I think we'll attach it to the other layer and have them both turn into one to be more efficient. So what I do instead is anchor that. I just click it here, so now this is entirely two pieces that are in the same layer. So that's just floating on top. Sorry, you're too stupid to understand. No, I don't expect anyone to get this. I'm blowing smoke, honestly. It's not that it's just too niche. That's the problem. It's all too niche. But one thing I've noticed is, since I did change the color of the car, since her colors are mainly white and green, white, green, and like gray, what we'll do is we'll change the fenders here. We have to find the specific layer these fenders are, because again, I took this template from someone else and modified it. Thankfully, certain parts like this Kappa year thing, Goodyear parody, the Moria Shrine logo, and the Kazakami, that actually means something. I picked that word for a specific reason. I need to figure out what that... I forgot what it meant. It's not kamikaze, it's Kazakami, and again, I guess dumb weeb stuff. I'm not even that much of a weeb, but watch me covering for myself, but let me find out what that meant. Because I know I had it mean something. Pull that up right there. Windward. That's what I meant. It meant windward. I almost said Squidward. Holy shit. So that's what I meant. Because this was originally a Chevy. Again, I ripped the model from this guy, and that's the guy I'm using to get the model. So let's keep working on this one. We'll have all that. Next step. I've already gotten a bunch of numbers in for like her car number. So what we do then, oh shoot, actually, we'll do that after. I told myself we gotta, get the fenders. Or, I don't know, the spoiler, that's what it's called. I gotta remember what things are actually called. What I can do to find out where it is specifically is I can click on it. So it's in rear spoiler space 2. That's what it is. So I can do that. Rear spoilers, base 2. Go into this here. I can swap the colors. Pick out this color to match the one here. Go to the paint bucket. Fill. Fill. So now this is white. I did notice something else though. One problem with this design is it spills over onto this part, onto the back. So I don't want this part of the Phantom spilling over onto this part, onto the rear of the car. So what we'll do is we'll go back to this area, select this one, and then we will go into crop and crop everything here. And then press enter, so that'll make everything outside of it disappear. That way we solve that problem. There we go. Based on what? Based on the hardware that's installed in it. So next up, we will go into Open as Layers, and we will import. Actually, I have to find out which one it was. It was Netherworld Racing, because I name all of these folders based off of the team that each racer is on. So what we'll do is copy Netherworld Racing, paste it in here, go into Yomo, Yomu, sorry, not Yomo. And did I not save her actual numbers? Oh, I don't think I saved her numbers yet. Well, in that case, let's save her numbers. I'll go to her in Premiere. This is Adobe Premiere. Again, not the most efficient way to do this, but we'll go into here. These are her numbers. We can save that. I don't want it to save in Gapsukyo Automotive. See, I listed them all here. We have all the teams so far, like Scarlet Motorsports, Forest Runners, all of these. We need Netherworld Racing, Yomu. Wait a minute, we already have these. I already saved them. Are they not showing up? There they are. I'm blind. I'm actually blind. Alright, so we'll open that up. Now the color's a bit different, and that's actually kind of good because I'm going to be putting these over the Phantom. We're going to scale. Yo Mama is the team. Haha, funny. Have that Yo Mama guy, you know, the YouTube Yo Mama guy that has a really deep voice. That would be an interesting one. I could make meme cars, honestly. Right now it's just dumb weeb stuff. Like, oh, look at the funny weeb. Haha. Now that's too small, so I'm just gonna trial and error Control Z until I get to what I want. No, I'm pressing Control Z on the wrong layer. Alright, scale. So we'll have, how about 1,100 in length. Now that'll put it around here, and I want to put this over the picture of her, so I move that layer. So there's the number. And we'll have to mirror the numbers, so we're going to copy it. Adjust it a bit more. I need to make sure it's in the right place. Alright, copy it, paste. Then we rotate. Instead of flipping it vertically, that would do the wrong thing. We just rotate it at 180 degrees. Make sure it's lined up properly. Move this guide around the center. Actually, no, we can put the guide away since we don't need it. We can mostly just judge this one by hand. So the one, or the end of the number mostly ends right at the end of the window. So we'll move that there. We have a little bit of space. Again, I'm just hand judging some of the distance between the top and bottom here. As long as it mostly fits within this. Is that good enough? Does it match? It looks like it matches. Yeah, that matches pretty well. I'm going to save it as its own layer instead of pasting it to the same layer. So 2 new layer. There we go. Now they're 2 different layers. It doesn't matter how many I have at all. Windows XP. What about Windows XP? What, you want me to make a Windows error car where it's just the color of the error screen or something? Now we'll go back to open as layers. That's how you import objects. We'll go ahead and import, and it cleared my copy paste. I gotta keep, that's probably the most tedious part about this, is since I'm copying stuff in the program, it doesn't save the files I'm copying, and it doesn't automatically save to the last place I was. So I wish it would save that, but let's see. No, I didn't want to do that one. That's the wrong one. My hand misclicked. And recently used, see, it's just the cars. It's not the actual images that I'm putting in. So that means I have to do this. And now we have to have the name. Because the format I have for all these cars is the name is in the bottom right. So we go here, 700. Actually, this one needs to be smaller. I may actually need to shrink this down and resave it. So what I would do here is I'd open up the title. Now you all can't see the title, it's open in another window, but you'll see the changes as I make them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten the distance between each letter. That way it just doesn't compact, like I can compact it more and there would be taking up less space on the car. There we go, that's better. I had to manually shift each letter to do so, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. So we'll resave this as first off, we need to change the place where it saves. Decal work, Netherworld, Yomu, name 2. And we will save that. Undo placing this, open as layers, paste, enter, Yomu name 2. And there, now that it's more condensed, we will go into resize, please, scale, and go 700 again, see if that changes it. It gets it closer. We'll have to go a bit smaller though. How about 600? Yep, that'll fit. Barely, but it fits. So there's that. I may want to actually move the picture of her herself. We'll see. Oh, I love this song. I played this song a lot on stream. Actually, I should hit the randomize button, shouldn't I? So yeah, there's the shuffle button. There we go. If y'all are, I mean, there's no one watching at all, but for the one person watching the VOD, the reason this racer has the number 12, I made sure each racer has an actual meaning for their number. That is because 12, that means she's one person, but like 2 forms, I guess, because she's half human, half phantom. So 1, 2, 12. Like, if you want some of the other number examples, the reason that Clown Piece is number 11 is because that's referencing Apollo 11, which planted the flag on the moon. Funny thing about this character is, canonically, this character, the only reason she's wearing the American flag is because she was on the moon. She saw the American flag that Apollo 11 had planted there, and she's like, you know, that looks pretty cool. So she just makes a dress that looks like it. She has no clue what America is, no clue about any of that, but she just is wearing the American flag because she thought it looked cool. But people still think it's just America Clown. Fair enough. So that's why her number is 11. Also, don't ask why she was on the moon. Just don't ask. But anyway, if you want one more example, the reason I picked 36 for Utsuho is because she's based off the legend of the 3-legged crow, so that explains the 3. And the number 6 is also referencing her being an idiot. Don't ask me how. It's like based off of a Cherno meme, but anyway, that just gets to 36. Anyway, so that's that part of Yomu. Now I need to insert various other decals, or figure out whether I want to move her picture herself. If I move her picture here, I could actually flip it, so we could flip horizontally. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. I don't know. Do I like it better here or here? I'll leave it there for now. New layer. Actually, I need that to stay. This here. Have that be here. And we'll have that. It was already cut off before. I think we'll leave it where it is. That's fine. Nice hair. Wait, nice hair. Here, let me take off my hat for a second. I just got out of the shower with that. Let me try to fluff it out a bit. Don't know if you're talking to me or the other person, or like the character, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I actually only recently shaved. Like, I had a lot more on the bottom that I had to shave off. That was like a few seconds ago. I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep the hat on or take the hat off. I don't know. We'll see. I'll leave the hat off for now. Welcome, the people who are rejoining the stream. Thankfully, I have a Google Translate tab right in here, so I figured out this guy is saying "mom is fat." I'm assuming that means your mom is fat because it doesn't have the your. I have like I have an extension which allows me to highlight text, and it'll bring up like a Google Translate in a mini window, so I can instantly translate text from there. So one of the people in the chat said my mom is fat. That's why you look not normal? What do you mean not normal, huh? Well, what do you mean by that? Come on, you can spit it out. I don't bite. Or yet. Keep the hat off. Let's get a taste. Okay. Wait, I gotta put the hat somewhere. Wait. Here. No, you gotta wear it properly. No, Amagi. There, wait. There we go, close enough. This is a bit ironic though. A Japanese battlecruiser wearing a hat that has the name of an American aircraft carrier on it. It's pretty funny. Or at least ironic. So anyway, I guess we'll keep going. You don't remember the word. I don't remember your word. Actually, that is pretty ironic because there was a new there was an international release of a Toho gacha game called Lost Word that recently came out. It's okay. I don't play many gachas besides Azur Lane, but only because boats with guns, gunboats. Anyway, let's actually get back to making the car, shall we? Let's open another file because I have a ton of other decals I need to slap on this thing. And it keeps undoing my Control-C. So this is one thing I want. I'll pull this up. I think we'll have this on the actual front hood. So we'll rotate it and counterclockwise. And we will then shrink it to a height of 1400 maybe? Will that do it? No, not enough. What about just 1000? Does that work? I have to turn my head sideways to see this properly. It's still a bit too big, so what we'll do is I can go from here. Let's go 900. Okay, that's a bit too much. How about 950? Yeah, a lot of this is just trial and error. There we go. So try saying this word, Hakugyokuro. Hakugyokuro. Try saying that 5 times fast. So that's the name of the ghost shrine that this character lives in. So that's a sponsor. Their shrine is a sponsor for the car, because again, it's NASCAR. You gotta have sponsors for your teams. Also, I forgot these items right here. I have to. These are the base number 4 above parts number 2. Base number 4. Flip back to this, and then I can just fill in these 2 random metal pieces right here, which are on every car. So we'll save there. Me when I drink piss in a soda can. What are you, the scout? Are you the TF2 scout, Dr. Thunder? Ooh, what language is this? Vietnamese. Is it though? It says it's Vietnamese. That is quite the mix of characters. Wait, oh, I can make it say it. Okay, I'm pausing the music. Let's hear it try to pronounce whatever was typed in chat. Is it working?
C.
That's not what that is.
C.
No, that's not what that is. I think you broke my translator. Good job. You did it. Yeah, anyway. Let's keep going. It ain't Vietnamese. Yeah, that's what I thought. You got it from auto. I don't even have to open up a tab for that. It just pops up in a little bubble with the extension. Alright, what other layers? I may actually have to make more logos. I don't have a team logo for the shrine. Or, no, I guess the shrine isn't the team. The team is Netherworld Racing, so eventually I'll have to make another thing for that. We may have to go into, like, Paint 3D or something. I'm like an MS Paint elitist, and I'm only recently trying to branch out into the, you know, the new one, Paint 3D, so... You know, let's see what this image looks like when we import it. Oh, it's a fake PNG! It's a fake PNG! I mean, I can take the background out in another program, but I'm lazy right now. So, compared to another car, what else do we need to add? We need to add the team logo, we need a back decal, we need a something here, another duplicate. You can have stuff on the front of the car. Some teams have stuff on the front of the car, some teams don't. Well, are there any teams that don't have anything on the front of the car? Clown Piece doesn't. Churno only has part of her, whatever this design is. So, also, I don't know the right way to pronounce her name, Churno. I just say Churno because I don't like the way Cyrno sounds, so that's the way I'm gonna stick with it. Anyway. In the meantime, I guess, oh, I know one more thing I can do. We need the top number. So what we'll do, go in here, Yomu, name 2, no, the 12. And what we'll do here is we'll change it a bit. What we have to do is rotate 180. This is the one that's going to be on the top, and they have to be upside down. So we line that up in the middle, and we change this. How about 1,000? That's too small. How about 1,400? Little too big. 1,325. And maybe I can unlink that and stretch it out a bit, like 900 on the height. Okay, that didn't work. 1,325, and we'll leave it at that. I don't want it to auto stick. I think I can go into image and deselect, no, view, deselect, snap to guides. That way it can actually line up the way I want it to. There we go. I know the camera's kind of blocking the number, but not the only car that happens with. Erase that, go back into view, turn that back on, snap to guides, save that. Then we can get to work on our second car. We'll pick that up later. It's Minecraft enchantment table. Oh, that's funny. I just read that. The language you put in. Wasn't that from like a Commander Keen game or something like that originally? I don't know. Yeah, let me free my hair a little bit. Headphones are kind of trapping it. So we can start on another car in the meantime. This car is going to be Ran Yakumo. She's Shikigami, basically a familiar. She is the familiar of a character named Yukari, who basically just is a portal witch, honestly, the best way I can put it, or a chaos being, a kind of like Q from Star Trek, but just an old woman. So what we'll do is we'll first open a picture of her. So decal work, she is under Gapsukyo Automotive. So we don't want pictures of Yukari, we want pictures of Ran. We want pictures of Spider-Ran! God. Ran 1 or Ran 2? I guess Ran 2 for now. We just need it for a specific reason. Wait, import from a color profile. Embedded color profile. Wait a minute, I've never seen this before. Yes, I want to do that. Convert. Okay, fair enough. Now, all I need to do is scale this up. I mean, this is kind of a small one. I don't know. We could have it on the side. All I need it is for mainly is the colors. Now, what would be a good place for this one? I think on the side here would be nice. Well, we'll flip it and put it on the other side. So, layer, transform, rotate, rotate banana. So the main reason I wanted this the way it is for colors. The way I want this car to look. If we look at a picture of her, here, let me pull it up. If we go in here, look at a picture of Ran. Her thing is that her clothes have a very specific pattern. I want the vertical stripe in her dress to be running down the side of the car. So if we look at this, this right here is the vertical stripe I was talking about, the blue and white with that specific pattern. I may not be able to do this on stream, it may take too long, but my ultimate goal is to have this whole thing going down the side of the car, and if that's the case, the rest of the car should be a mix of this tan that her tails are, as well as the white of the dress, so we'll have to work with that. Yeah, that would take a while. So basically, kind of cutting across the sides here. Like, if I wanted to get a specific match, let's do Paint 3D. Get a basic sort of look at what I want. New. So what we'll have is an entire strip across the center, 2D shapes, this whole thing. First off, canvas. Oh, let me get rid of this. Get your canvas off. Transparent. Show canvas on. And then we get our rectangle. Have it be this way. Then we change the color to a solid white. And change the thickness. That should be a good thickness. There we go. That'll be the thickness. And select that. Then we can go into fill. I want to select that specific color. If I pull up another image of her, is the color different? Because the color can differ between pictures. And if we pull up this picture here, the color is slightly different. Oh wait, no, that's one of the images I saved. So yeah, the color is slightly different. Sadly, I can't go use the dropper and go outside of the window. That's not how the dropper works. So I can sort of go in and feel for it, in a sense. A bit lighter. Pull up this one again. That one looks good for now. We'll use this. Fill, click. There's that. So that's the basic sort of ribbon I'm going for. You saved Japan is off. Wait, what? Turning it off like a light switch? Oh, country's closed. Oh wait, then you'd have that one guy, Commodore, what was it, Perry or something? Open the country, stop having it be closed. I don't know. Stupid Bill Wirtz thing. But, we'll see. Copy paste into search bar. What? Copy what? Copy paste what? What about Discord Nitro? What? Why would I want to pay Discord anything? Why would I ever want to give money to Discord? Let's see. So now I have to copy the pattern on this. These are two different patterns. What? What? I am confused. Also, I noticed this is too... this is weird. If I select everything, I may want to push this part upward, because otherwise it's too... what's the word? Too thick. I want sort of a more thin line. A thin blue line. Oh god. A thin blue line. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. For copy paste into insert. What? Why give money when money give you what? What do you mean you got one for me? What, you want me to just type Discord Nitro in the search bar? Like, what are you doing? Watch it be the funny teehee scam or something. Probably not a scam, but still, probably just a. If it's like one of those links, you know, when people mess with people by sending links, do they do it? Is it still mostly with Never Gonna Give You Up, or do they send it to other videos now? Because of course there's Never Gonna Give You Up, but what other videos do people send dumb links for? Like I know Dard Sandstorm was one for a while. What else would they send? There was that one Doing Your Mom song that Ray William Johnson was in, or at least look alike. I don't know, I tried to think of other songs. So is my chat... Oh, what is going on here? I've been having problems all night with this. There we go. Okay, it's working now. Yeah, I don't know where to start with this, honestly. Here, let me pull up another image search. Where is it? There we go. Let me type it in. I need Ran Yakumo. Because I have no clue what that design is supposed to be. It changes with every picture. Actually, I found a more consistent one now. Okay, we can actually get working with this. Of course it's not a figurine. Why is it always figurines? What is it with people collecting figurines? I don't get that. I don't. So, what we'll do with this is, it's around halfway, so we'll get the first one. Fill, none, line. Wait, what if I do a solid fill? None. I want it to just be a line, not a square. Wait a minute, how do I make it just empty? Let's stop that. I just want an empty square. Oh, it was too thick, that's why. That's why. Okay, that makes more sense. Thickness down to 8 pixels. Copy. Can I Control-C, Control-V from here? Yes, I can. So we'll get these two shapes. And then there's a third one on the bottom. And then there's a line. And that line sort of snakes around. Like below here. So it snakes around the other square. Here, oh yeah, I can zoom in with this. So I can grab another one, snake this one around, goes a little bit beyond this one, you can also do something like this, like a little hook off the edge. And then it's just a big straight line downwards. How far does it go? It goes a good distance. It's like 3 more boxes worth. So 3, 4, 5. That kind of like tapers off. I don't really know how to do that taper very well. Maybe if I go into brushes, I can get something like it. A good brush like that. Needs to be thinner. Oh, it was so good up until the end. Why is it the weird part in the middle? There we go, that's not bad. It's a good little taper. Then, that's that part. I'm not putting links into YouTube. 1 second. So the next part of the design, I may have to stretch it a bit more. That's fine, we can stretch it. Make it a stretch. Make it a super stretch. A silly Aerosmith reference. Or Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith reference. So now what we'll need is curves, like a multiple point line. How many points is that? I need a 5-point curve. Ooh, interesting. I can do that. Alright. If I can figure out what the hell I want. Discord car. I am not making a car for Discord. So this goes off to around the edge. And what I'll do is stretch the points. What was it, like that? Again, I'm looking at a different picture than you all are. I do want to kind of taper off the edges here as well. Depends on how I want all of this. How close does it get to the bottom? It gets fairly close to the bottom. So we're going to have that around here. And it does end itself somewhat differently. So we'll go into brushes and we'll finish it off. So. And that doesn't look too correct. What about a different brush? That's not what I want. I don't want an oil brush either. Joe Mama car. Is that the motherfucking Joe Swanson from the popular hit TV series Family Guy? On what is it, TBS or something? Not PBS, I don't know, whatever goddamn channel it is. I don't watch TV. Then we get a circle. Where does that circle end up? Down here? I think around here is where the circle was. Another smaller circle inside of it. Then we connect the two. Oh, can I make it hook around really interesting? Because it kind of has a bit different of a hook than I expected it to. Sort of enters it from the back like that, but I don't want it looking too weird. Close enough. I don't care too much. Then what we'll do is a few more circles. One here. One here. That's not bad. I might want to upscale this whole thing though. Can I select this and like drag it out? Yeah, it's still a bit small. Can I go into a specific resize? The top of it does end around here, so it's much larger than I originally drew it. Thankfully, that can still work. There we go, that's not too bad. Of course, I'll have to stretch out this part. There we go, that's looking better. Holy crap. McDonald's logo looking good. Yeah, I don't know what crap this is. Like, what, it's asking your 5-year-old to go into throwing crayons at them and asking them to, saying if they don't make me a good logo, you're not getting, I don't know, your chalky milk for a week. You know what? I just caught myself using the words chalky milk on a stream. You know, I think this is my lowest point. I don't think there's any recovery. I've doomed myself. That's it. That's the end. It's over. I might just end the stream now. I can't. Like, I have disgraced myself so much for uttering 2 words. Well, it's either that or say Among Us again, but it's a small drop in the pond of sin that I have accrued at my feet. I sincerely apologize. I need to make like a full-length apology video for saying those 2 words in a stream. Will you ever forgive me, chat? Will you ever forgive me? I don't know what I must do. What have I done? Anyway, let's get back to it. There we go. I think I got a version of her full design, not just the back half of it. If we zoom out, we got this part. Oh, that's interesting. That's an odd design right there. It's weird because some of the art sheets it just changes the design willy-nilly. You know, I'm kind of lazy to do all of it fancy, so I'm just going to use the calligraphy pen. So we do have kind of like an oval at the top, but then we also have this weird thing. So at this point, it's like a weird wave. I don't really know how exactly that is. It's back, around, and bottom. Close enough. I can always just move it if I want to. Then we have 2 circles. They aren't too large. Control C, Control V. There they are. There are the 2 circles. Then I'm going to upscale this entire thing. I have no clue what these symbols mean, and I don't really care. I wish I could rotate or move this with the background differently, but oh well. I could just fill it in, but I'm lazy. If I can go back in with a calligraphy pen, minimum thickness, add a tail, there we go. And then for the next part, it's basically going off of this, then going like that, up the thickness, going through here, going up to this side, sort of splits off, kind of like this, and sort of up and around. All right. And it sort of thins out. Minimum thickness, and it kind of tapers. And we can kind of smooth that up a little bit. Kind of taper it a bit more. I don't know, it needs a bit more. Kind of like up like that. So yeah, I'm just basically trying to match the design I see on my screen as much as I can. This entire thing is going to get picked up as well. No, that's not as bad. Could be worse. And that should be her entire dress design. So if I can stretch this whole thing, I don't know. It'll be kind of hard to, because some of this is obviously blurrier than other parts. Actually, I think this version may work properly, so I'm going to save a copy. Save as like a first draft. So, ran dress 1. Go into here, ran dress 1, save. Let's see how that looks if I import it straight up. Open as layers. Enter ran dress 1. Oh, did I match the color? The color is almost entirely matched. Well, we're going to change the background color anyway. In fact, let's do that right now. Let's pick a color. One that's like slightly tan. Tannish yellow. Paste. Okay, that's a bit too tan. Let's change the color again. Now it's more like a vanilla cream. Of course, we're not going to stick with this, but I just want something to contrast it. Actually, you know, I'm going to change it again. That's too hard to tell, too hard to differentiate. So what if we just do more like a much more golden color? That'll work for now. Therefore, now I can actually tell the difference. That's not going to be permanent. Again, it's just to see how this works. Ran dress. Yeah, that's not as long as I thought it was. The design is a good length. I may want to make a blank dress section as well. And I could just link the sections. That could work. Here. So what we'll do, go into here, we'll go into the canvas, we'll make the canvas wider. Hell, we'll loop the design. That's what we'll do. We'll loop the design. And of course, your boy deleted all his messages, like he always does. How about we go with 2,500 length? Well, no, I don't want to lock. Don't lock the aspect ratio. 300. All right, and that way we can just straight up loop this entire thing. Select Control-C, Control-V. How does that look? How much space do I want between the designs? Actually, I don't think I want too much space. Just enough. Select the whole thing, take this to the very edge. Can't tell if that's at the edge or not. There we go. Close enough. Now, all we can do here is repeat the process. Control-C, Control-V. How much distance was between these sets? About an inch worth on my screen. That match it? A little bit more distance. To make sure it lines up pixel. There we go. And close enough. And what I do here is I'll select this part, Control-C, Control-V, cover that extra bit of design sticking out there. There we go. Now we have one long enough for the entire width of the car. And save that. Save as image. Ran dress 2. Save that. Go over here. Delete ran dress 1. Oh wait, that doesn't delete the entire layer. I actually have to go in and select delete layer. Save. File. Copy paste. File, open as layer. Enter. Why is this not in front? This should be in front of this window. Ran dress 2. Why is it not showing up in front of the window? Alright, there's that. Yes, that's a good length. I like this. And then we'll rotate it slightly. So, layer, transform, arbitrary. Also, please don't spam the chat. I'm going to delete all of one of some of these messages because I just don't want spam in the chat. Actually, no, I'm removing these. If there is spam, I'll end up removing your timeout, you know. Just to prevent clutter. I mean, it's not like there's any clutter anyway, but, you know, spam just ain't cool. Why is the... Oh, that's weird. The dress goes entirely over the tires? I don't think it's supposed to do that. So let's drag this down to the bottom. There we go. That's better. Then we can select the rotation amount. I want it to kind of like go down like this. And that would be 2.9 degrees. What if it's just 2 degrees? Yeah, that looks fine. I think that looks good. Oh, I like how that turned out. That is exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I envisioned with this. Yes, I like it. And then to make sure I know how far to go later, I'm gonna have it to where this end just taps the top of this back of the car. How does that work with the design pattern? So it's the entire design pattern looped at least 3 times. Oh, I like that. The question is how we're going to incorporate it for the front of the car. That's the big question. So what we'll do for now, Control C, Control V. Then what we'll do is layer, transform, flip vertically. This whole thing go up to the exact part here. And what's the important landmark point? Okay, so it's this one lines up with the edge of this little trail. Or at least right before. There we go. Good enough. So there's that part. I don't know if this is the body color I want to keep, though. I mean, it would be a unique body color. I haven't used that in any other vehicle. But I think we'll make this its own layer. Now the next part. I want to know if that's the color I want to keep. I think if I did want to have that color, I'd make it a bit lighter. Go in. Why is it showing up behind it? The window is showing up behind. What? Why is it doing this? Move. Why? What? I don't get it. Go behind the actual... What? I don't get it. Oh. Not as close as I want. Wait, this one work? Car body. That makes it just lighter. At least this is closer. It's a very fine line. And then we're back where we started. Yeah, I don't know. I still like more of a gold color. Drip cars. Yeah, I mean, we're trying. We're trying here. Welcome, Equal Sky. We are making the drip cars, in fact. I have all the other drip cars, and each one's based off a character. That's what we're going with. Oh, I forgot some of the stuff we had before. So, with the car we left behind, let's go back here, because each one has to have the... Why is the GIMP... Oh, do I have to restart GIMP? Why is this... I don't get why it's doing this. Specifically, this window won't allow any windows in front of it. Actually, let me look that up. I'm looking up how to fix this. Won't allow windows in front of it. Or one window. Maybe if again, I have that problem where sometimes when you're typing into Google, it just doesn't understand what you're trying to ask and just gives you other things. And even no matter how many quotations you put, no matter how many parts in quotes, now it's giving me like car window stuff. Then you start putting in minuses, like minus car, minus passenger. And it still doesn't understand what you're trying to do. Oh, how about one window always on top? Now it's telling me how to keep one on top, not how to get rid of one. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh. No, don't do that. Oh god, it did it to every single window. No, I messed up my entire streaming setup. That messed up literally the entire streaming setup. You know, it's been an hour. I may have to solve this on my own. I've pretty much shown you all what I wanted to. Here, let me finish up by doing a few more things. If I pull up this, duplicate, I want to type in text. There we go. Then I center that, and then I can place it here. Then I put that, so because each one has to have the logo of the project, and then that one goes on the back. Wait, where did I save that? Okay, I saved it in the right place. Yeah, I completely messed up all my windows doing that one thing. And I didn't even fix the problem I was trying to. Open as layers. And it's still doing that. There we go, I think I fixed it. No, I didn't. Can't even click the OK button because this one stupid window is stuck on top. Then I can, and I put this in the wrong place. Scale. Oh, and the scale layer stuck too. Maybe it's in here? Nope, doesn't have that option. I may have to completely exit out and reopen. I don't know. 1000. Let's try that. No, it's still too big. And it's on the wrong window. And it's still doing it. Okay, I'm gonna have to end the stream after this to fix this. I'm actually getting mad because of this. And it's too big. I don't want to add a mask. I want to change the size. Yeah, that works. Does it though? Still a bit too big. There's that. I know it's a similar color. I may want to change the color later. I don't know. I'll save it for now. At this point, I think I'm going to end off. It's already been an hour, and I'm just trying. This was my first time trying out a stream laid out like this, and it failed catastrophically, so we'll see what happens. Alright. Well, you all have a good one. And let me head to ending soon. So yeah, I need to figure out what the heck is going on with my windows. But other than that, hope you all have a good night, and maybe I'll actually try making a few videos this week now that I'm back in my dorm, like actual videos. We'll see what happens. So hope you all have a good rest of your nights. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Goodbye, Gordon. Goodbye, Gordon. Look, ropes. Look, Gordon, ropes. We can use them to cross big pits. Alright, see y'all. You have a good night. Why am I saying that so much? It's like, have a good night. It's like Nixon. Like, you know, Nixon, peace out on his way out. Couldn't stop doing it. Well, I'm out. I may just change some of this. I'd have to check to see. I'd have to open it in game. You know, just to end it out. Right before I go. Let's see. I have a window. What was it? NR2003. I'll need a new one. New window. Open a new window. Then I can go into this. NASCAR Racing Season 2003. I can launch the game from here. And this window's still up. And I can go into Opponent Manager. Here's what some of the cars look like actually in-game. Or at least in the Opponent Manager. So here's a generic car. I can actually select some of my own players, some of my own drivers. Here's a Cherno. I can't actually, you all can't see it. Okay, here we go. So here we go. There's Cherno. Let me go back in here. Here's one of the regular drivers. Yeah, you got Cherno, we got Flandra, we got Marisa, and again, I like the shine it puts, like the shining textures that we got on here. I think it looks pretty well. I don't know, some of the cars look better than others. We got Rinasuke, that's a relatively basic design. Actually, this has the same sort of pattern on it. At least they'll have a different background color. Actually, that looks kind of lazy right there. I don't know, I may do some editing for some of these cars later. A lot of them look pretty basic. Here's a Ryzen's. I think Ryzen has a good car. That was a good design turnout. The moon, I guess the moon could have used better detailing, but oh well. Utsuho right here. I like hers. Her design came out pretty well with the radiation symbol and everything. And then we got Clown Piece, of course, America car. And again, that's not a perfect design, but it's okay. It's just hard to link them together when the actual PNG that is wrapped on the cars isn't, you know, completely matched together. So, yeah, that's just how that works. Anyway, I'll keep working on this in the meantime. See what happens. So, y'all have a good one, like I said. And I will see you all next video or next stream, whichever comes first. Thank you.